There was one story in the Lilamrita about Srila Prabhupada when he was over in Stinson Beach recovering from his heart attack, and they brought all the pictures over and in the to decorate his cabin, and because people used to come and visit, and so they wanted to make it look nice. So one day they had a piano there, and Prabhupada decided he wanted to play the piano because Prabhupada liked to play the harmonium, so he had the piano. So they moved it out from the wall, and thud, they hear a thud, something behind the piano. So Prabhupada said, "What's that? What's that noise?" Because Prabhupada never missed a beat. Prabhupada, was very perceptive. "What's that?" "Oh, nothing, Prabhupada, nothing." Mataji was saying, "Nothing, Prabhupada, nothing." He said, No, what is that? "Yeah, what did I hear? Thud behind the piano." He says, "Oh, Prabhupada's just a picture, Prabhupada." "Oh, picture? Well, let me see. What's that picture?" So she had hid the picture of Lord Nrsingadev behind the piano. It was wedged in behind the piano in the wall. And Prabhupada said, What is Nrsingadev doing hiding behind the piano?" Nrsingadev doesn't hide behind the piano. So the Mataji said, "Oh, Prabhupada, it's so scary. I didn't want to show that picture, because we have so many guests coming over here, and they're afraid of that picture." And Prabhupada said, "Yes, the demons should be afraid of that picture. They should be afraid of Nrsinga. And the devotees should relish the sight of Nrsinga. And in this way, Prabhupada said, you should never hide the picture of Nrsinga. It should always be displayed prominently. And you have to explain to people, and you have to preach, you're forced to preach how the Lord comes in many different forms. And immediately people are taken aback. They think, you're afraid. Some people are afraid to think that people are going to think that we're primitive in our appreciation. Our conception of God is primitive. It's anthropomorphic. That, the Hare Krishnas, they worship, animals. They worship boars, and they worship lions. They worship turtles. They worship turtles. What kind of a religion is that? Turtle worship. And they dance around a bush at 4 o'clock in the morning. So this is to the demons. This is considered primitive worship. But it's not primitive at all. You have to explain. You have to preach that just as Nrsingadev is a fearful lion, and it's very difficult to relate to that as being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we should also not mistake Krishna in his two-handed form to be like us. This is why when Srila Prabhupada introduced Lord Jagannath worship, it was the first worship that he introduced on a large scale in San Francisco. It was the perfect concept of God, because it didn't allow people to misconstrue the form of the Lord. Oh yeah, Krishna is just like us. He plays the flute. I can play a flute. He's got long hair. I got long hair. He's got many girlfriends. I got many girlfriends too. I'm just like God. Well, when you look at Lord Jagannath up there, you can't relate. You can't say, I got eyes like that. No, I don't have eyes like that. And I've got a mouth like that. No, you can't smile that broadly. And you don't have arms like that. You don't have a body, like an abstract-looking body. It's like, well, you can't relate to Lord Jagannath in a mundane way. You have to put him up there, and you have to say, you'll be smiling. You must be good.